Hello and welcome. Right, I apologise for the sound in the last session. It was I'm trying to get the sound to filter out hiss, but it instead it made it awful. Yeah, I apologise. I'm trying to tweak this, and it's most sessions it's all right, but it's typical. Once you've done a session, it's done. There's nothing you can actually do about it. So this time I've actually done some sound tests, and I wasn't happy, so I've just knocked it back to normal. My voice as is, no sort of kind of filtering on it. All right, we were in the middle of grabbing this little one. Now it's going to give way to sun in a bit, so I think probably sensible of us would wait this storm out and then crack on, I would say. It's a bit, yeah, it will be a bit dingy. It's got like overcast and it's, when is it going to end? Let's go a little faster, shall we? One is going up. Right, it gives it half an hour to dry out as well. Let's get these, the seeds that are already done out. This is probably going to be, and then we need to get the corn in. So there's plenty of storage for the actual corn. It's the seeds that you've not. There's only literally 100 tons. Well, when I say only, that makes it sound like it's only so little. But yeah, this should really. Yeah, well, it was one little tiny one. Let's get it all done properly. Well, you know, we changed our mind, didn't we? Yeah, we were going to do the corn and cornflower. We made the decision, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to take that straight over to there. I was forgetting. That's in trouble when you make different plans. You say one thing one time, and then you think, oh no, we're not going to do that anymore. But then sometimes you come back and you remember the original plan. Yes. So then let's get this. Now then we can also say it's a bit late, 2:45, but not. See, what I mean is for an October, that means it's not terribly far off it going dark. So with that in mind, now then, this is true. This is going to be, it really is going to be more sensible that it's actually me that does this, because you can't really have the course as it used to be, because it's changed. It's like changes halfway through. So with that in mind, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to go into a time lapse, so it's going to take a while. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think we can come out the time lapse now. We're just going to grab the oats as well and put that in too. So we also need to grab the water to make this happen. Yeah, it is true. It's weird when there's a few weeks of a break between you forget your plans that you'd got in mind, and it's only when you start to look and you think, oh yeah, I remember I was supposed to be choosing a partner. What am I actually hitting? Is it the gate behind me? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that right hand side. That's the only trouble with steering axles. Oh, and I'm sort of jammed. I can't go back either. So I'm sort of, it's forward or nothing. I hate it when you get. It's sometimes funny, but they don't always look like they're absolutely rammed. They don't look like you caught because the collisions are not perfect. They're often slightly outside of where they. Yeah, really. It's the common practice, but truthfully, it should be just around the outside. But it's usually done slightly outside of the outside, and some are worse than others. Some the yeah, it's just not quite right. Yeah, we've all found it. It's just that now I've started to look into modding. It's you see things, and the modding tutorials sort of show you these things, right? So I believe this should be in here under the original silo, the standard silo. Right, so that looks about right to me. Yay! So it should be 2, or I suppose we could. 120, 160 is it gonna be near us? Yeah, if we grab the 44 and a bit tons from that as well, it shouldn't be too far off. We may or may not grab the rest some of the time, or we might not. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit, that's my point. It's not going to break the bank if we short a little bit. It's weird, you've sort of got to make sure that your session that's not monstrous, and it's amazing how grabbing another load of oats might well take you over the limits, and then it becomes a monster session that you're like thinking, oh, it's too long for people to watch. Gotta be, which is why I often like to clear off somewhere else and leave this going, but then I don't always remember to come back. I am a terror. I know this only too well. Yeah. It's just gently does it so we don't knock this. Let's get this filled as well. Still not got those head. There's not much. We did say it's not. I'm trying to be lazy with the headers. It's that they've not really got a terribly. There's not. It's not easy to put them away. They sort of you drag them and leave them somewhere, but nearly all of the places you would leave them in this farmyard are sort of taken already, so it's difficult to actually do. Right, smashing. So let's follow you, and we will take this, and we'll stick this also in. Fantastic. It's popped. Let's get this sorted. No, it's easy to go the normal. Well, we could go the main way, I suppose, because the gates are always open that way. Yeah, it is a little bit tight, really, going through the sheep farm. I seem to have got into a bit of a habit going the sheep farm, the old sheep pasture. Yeah, there are no sheep in there anymore. It's just a grass. Let's look underneath. And get ready to turn. I do like the fact that you can see the covers and everything of the trains. It's quite phenomenal, the level of detail. Including the pillars and everything. It's very, very nice. I would imagine it's a very picturesque village. Just when you look at the level of detail, you realise how many hours Oxygen David has spent doing these little tiny touches that make it really realistic. It's quite phenomenal. Brilliant. We've finished the work, so we'll go and check the last few bales. I also thought I'd take the plough. Not sure where. Aha, I can see it. It is over there. Yes, we'll grab the plough and we shall set. I think the fence is not a bad idea. In fact, well, actually, this the Sintrack we're using for the bales. So I love the speed of this. It's amazingly quick. Oh, okay. Now that I wasn't expecting. I don't think I've ever gone that high. That's all. Oh no, yeah, it will do that. It's not really. It's like doing a litre a minute or something. Right, so let's grab. So now there's a little bit too much. Could stick this in the small silo because we can eventually tell that to clear up into the Oatana, the farm supply factory. I've got to get better at this. Yeah, I'm a terror for calling it by the modder's name. Yes. Right, so what else have we yet? Bales next. We'll just stick this in. Oh, one thing I would like to do is arrange, whilst we're not looking at them, for these to be returned before we get clocked for leasing costs. Oh, our money's back up to 2.7 again. Gordon Bennett. It's amazing. Yeah, I really have left that. So it is amazing how I've got this knack to drop things in the worst possible place. It is just a natural gift. And it keeps on giving. It really does. It's so annoying at times. Yeah, because it's not, you can't just like, if you nudge it, it looks messy sometimes. I'm a terror for that as well. Because I think, well, I've got to move it out of the way. Yeah. I suppose we do make do, don't we? We do the best we can in the circumstances. And there's all of that wall as well. Right, so the oats. We've switched the oat flour on, we've switched the corn flour on, we've switched the bread on. We do need to do the water. And I thought for that, let's go grab the big tanker, which I believe, yeah, for some reason, I don't know how this happened. Well, I do know how it happened. There was a bit in the yard, but look what I've got in the, yeah, some, I was going to say herbicide, but it's not. It's liquid fertilizer. I must have like pressed fuel tanker as I was passing. I'm not sure. Oh, lucky, very lucky. Yeah, the other thing. Yeah, let's wash it out. I didn't mean to do it. It was a mistake, but we did it. So you would, wouldn't you? I mean, you would do a bit more than this, but this is all I can do, just to sort of simulate the fact that I would clean this out. Yeah, we want to. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the distributor. But I think, oh, it's all right saying that, but it sometimes doesn't do what you want it to do. In so much as we really need to stick some directly into that. So I think let's grab some water from one of our taps. I don't know where they are. Yeah, I can see one. Yeah, yes, there we go. Plenty of them. I am fairly generous with such things. Yeah, it's true. Let's grab 67 tons. So while this is filling, we will go and see the field, and we shall grab. Yeah, start your engine first. Ooh, we missed a little bit. Okay, let's switch those lights on for a second and just do this bit of cleanup. Yeah, I was trying to do a side angle. Every time I do such things, rather than this sort of view, I invariably miss things. I also used to try with this view where you're going like that, and likewise, it's not as easy to do as you think. So you invariably miss a bit, but it's for the different views. I think sometimes it's worth it. You've got to like try and not always do the same view all the same time. It doesn't always work, but there's a bit at the top as well. But I think you just got to try sometimes. See, otherwise it's just, you'll have seen the same shot every single time I bail, and it's a bit samey all the time. So different shots, different angles, sort of do. Let's lift that a second. Oh, there's a bit there as well. Not that it matters like every last little bit, but let's be as thorough as we possibly can, because corn, the straw's not, which it really would be in real life. It is strange, it's weird. You get a real load of straw if you use the right header with sunflowers. You get the most of in the game if you've got the additional straw mod, that is, like I have. You do get the most with that, but only if you use the Helianthus header. Yeah, if you use that, you'll get good straw, but if you use the corn, it destroys and mulches, a bit like when you're destroying properly with the I can't remember the proper name for the straw, the thing that can spray it out, or it can spray it thinly, so it sort of destroys, it blows it away in the wind sort of thing. So yeah, this either collects it or destroys it, basically. That. Yeah, so I've lost some attack now. No idea where I was going with that. Well, thank you all for putting up with me. Yes. I don't know. Is that? Oh, you've not even got it down, you wally. Do you know, seriously, sometimes I'm going to have to go back down the line now. You know, seriously. Yeah, we also need to grab the harvester. We might not do that this session. I might do that behind the scenes afterwards. It's yeah, as I said, it's the length of your sessions, but you want to achieve so much, but you don't want to like have an hour and a half epic movie length session. That's yeah, because people have got lives. Right, smashing. Yeah, it's a real pleasure. This is the only Let's Play. Well, actually, I've got this, and I may. It depends. I'm trying to learn modding, but you still got to be in the right frame of mind. I am doing bit by bit. I'm learning Blender, and yes, I'm following a tutorial on how to do donuts. Would you believe it? Just the Andrew the teacher on YouTube, of course. He is yeah. He's taking you through all of the things to make the donut. Really, he's taking you through all the different things you may well use a lot in Blender. So it's more, he's using Blender or using the donuts to show you Blender and all of the things you might need. I think that's not bad. I think we can call that a day. I think we'll grab the. In fact, we might use this this very tractor to quickly go grab the plough. Let's fold that away now. Trying to get better at this type of thing. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit more thorough, and we shall set the 10-metre plough, ploughing, and we'll leave that going even through the night, and it will be finished at some point soon. Right, let's go grab the bales. And yes, we mustn't go through. So December, January, we must look at the price of wood chips, because there's 100 tons to sell. That's not a snippet. I know It is funny when you get into the millions and when your earnings are really good, it it doesn't become so important. It's sort of, to me, because although I measure by money, even in real life, I'm not really that bothered. Money's a necessity. It's not the be all and end all. It's yeah. So because of that, it's not got the allure that if I was a really materialistic person would have, where you like really grabbing the money because that's what makes you tick. Right, brilliant. But you've also, I suppose, yeah, I suppose it is true. You can still, because I would, instead of doing it that way, I would want to get the work done. So it's a different ethic, but you're still achieving the same end, but for a different reason. Still that bit there to do. But I thought I'd get the jump on this because we all know cornfields need ploughing. So just get this ready, grab those bales off, set this going, and yeah, we're slowly moving through the year. I'm hoping to get us all the way through next year. Hoping, yes, that would be nice before the end of the. And I am starting to post this. I've nearly got Vlasic posted. I think I'm on episode 10, and I've got 11 episodes. And same with the Elm Creek. That went up to about episode 16, I think. So a few more days of that, but I think I can start posting this quite soon now. We may already have the 23 as a 10. No, we haven't. No, we haven't. Ignore me. I'm talking nonsense again. 10.5, I'd say 3 should do nicely. 1, yeah, we are down to 1 again. 23, save course. Activate 10.5 meters. And we will not set you go. Oh, I think we can. Got nothing on the outer edge. So now it's a race. And of course, yeah, they're on this lovely, bright, sunny day in October. They're not going to take any notice and switch those lights immediately off, as they always do. Terrors that they are. Right, let's get this done, shall we? There's only, I think it's only these 3 bales left. So we should really get it. Yes, that's perfect. It is actually. That will be exactly 10. Unless there's one that I've missed that I can't see. Oh, there is as well. I did think that was a little bit too lucky, really, to have exactly the right amount. So let's get the one on the outside done. In fact, no, let's push that one to the edge. Yeah, otherwise it will get dragged all the way over the field. Let's have a game of football with the bale. That's going to be very close. Yeah. And we will grab that. That's fantastic. Do look at that. That's quite a quick turnaround. I'm quite pleased with that. I don't think there's anything in the sales. I think it's all gone. Oh, now there is a. Can I remember the book? I can. Yeah, that's the transport position. Yes, excellent. So headers have gone back. We've got the oats in. All we need to do is the water. Now this is a little bit strange. Yeah. Now the nick is. This is. I was talking about the Missy Bees have got one advantage over the Nickies, and that is that when you put these onto the Nickies grates, we also want to go into the straight position. For this, it's a little bit more realistic and easier to handle. Although it's weird you say that, but as soon as you press unload, it goes back into the strange position. I'm sure I'm right. It's weird, I've used this on quite a few Let's Plays recently. After not having used it in ages, I'm sure it does go slanty again when you do that. Oh, it doesn't. It does it in whatever position you're already in. Yeah, so when you do this on here, it looks like they're not actually processing them. But one annoying thing is, because it doesn't do it all at once, yeah, and you've got to remind it with a vehicle. Literally, got to be in a vehicle. Yeah, because it does that, and then you have to remind them by being near them that they should drop down, which is rather annoying. Whereas the Omatana, the farm supply production, and all of those, Omatana's done it on purpose and obviously thought about it, that when it processes, it's got to process so quickly that the next bale drops automatically. It goes quicker processing than the actual bales, which is very clever. There's a lot of things that the modders do realize. Obviously, they realize about quantities and volumes and all the rest of it. So, yeah, one more and then this will be done. So this is quite annoying on combined counters. It took me forever to make them drop into the grate all the time. Imagine doing this 10 times and you might be quite close. Yeah, so 10 times 5, 50 times you've got to like remind them to. And sometimes like, oh, it'll be full. It's full. That's why it's not doing anything. That's why that time it was an awful long time, because it really was an awful long time. Right, so water. We've got that over at the main farmyard. Let's go grab it. Yeah, and we will, after this, stick a distributor. Couldn't think of the word then. Yeah, we'll stick a distributor down so that we send the water to everywhere where it's needed, rather than having a million taps all over the place. It seems a bit more sensible to me when Omatana again has made that spectacular mod. I can't see where I'm going at all, and I nearly crashed. Yeah, that's welcome to Calmsden with all of the trees, but it's worth it. It is worth it. It is beautiful. You can always switch to first person. Is it first or third? I always get confused. I'm sure this is third. First is literally when you're... But yeah, always got confused by that. No, yeah, first person perspective is literally, yeah. No, I'm not sure. No, I would like to... I think this will be enough, at least for now. And I keep oversteering and doing like hiccups with the truck for some reason. I don't know why. That's not. I must have done it here. I must have accidentally pressed fill from the liquid fertilizer as I was passing. Right, smashing. So that should now go blue on the... Now, did we do... We did all the animals. We did. So the oats and the corn are both... Yeah, they've now gone blue. And bread is going... Yeah, bread, baguettes, and... Yeah, all of that is doing nicely. Now we will eventually... No, we'll put the distributor down, I think, as we said. We'll probably put it right next door. Just further back, and then we've got room for another production if we so wish, which I don't think we'll need, but you never know. So, right, so we're doing the check the animals. Ooh, wool. That's now full, and then we don't lose it in FS22, so I've been told. But we will go and grab it anyway. Is there anything we need from over here to over there? I don't think so. I think we're good. You say that. I don't think we can grab it. I don't think that, yeah, because this really does need taking over. I did sort of say that we would, yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, we'd have that one back over the other side, and we'd start to bale, I said again. But, yeah, it depends, because then you've got to look double. I've always said this, baling is good, but then you've got to grab them off again. So really, if you're going to bale, you really ought to use the Heston baler, because at least we can like pick them up very easily with the bale loader. Yeah, Not that it's that difficult for me to do, but what I mean is if you fine-tuned a process, would you then go back to a slower method? It depends, because people do sometimes like to see a bit of manual bale loading, so I do aim to please. So yes, right. Yes, because this really is the clothes business. Each ton of clothes is an awful lot of cash in April, May for us, so it's not something you should ignore. God, I'm trying to think of the best possible. Oh my life, that's 3. It's not double stacking. Yeah, that mod isn't. It may be the way that the actual thing itself is set up, though. It's not quite working how I planned, but I suppose. Yeah, it worked really terribly last time, so I thought if we use the bales of wool themselves to actually push the other bales of wool, it's a bit like when you're doing normal bales of straw. I always find using bales to push bales is the best possible thing because they actually speak the same language as I put it. Of course, it's not really. I would say they're speaking bale. Yeah, and there's only the bale pusher that I know that speaks bale quite fluently, really. Yeah, I've never found anything else that does such a job as the bale pusher. I've tried a few of the weights that people, say, oh yeah, this is for pushing bales, but not so much, not really. I've not found one that does yet. It pushes the odd one, some of them do, but then they get caught on the bale pusher. Really, as long as it's in the lowered position, will be your best friend. Guarantee it. I mean, I don't mean, yeah, if it's in the raised position, it's not so effective. It will do the same as some of those weights. Whoever did the bale pusher, I can't remember who it is, they really did a very, very good job of creating a mod that actually does what it says on the tin, whereas there are a lot of them that are like weights that are supposed to do that, but actually don't work. Well, I haven't found any. The thing is, well, I suppose the other thing is, I did try 2 or 3 of that type. But once you do find something like the bale pusher that actually works, you don't really like think, oh, let's try the rest because you've already found one that works. So you don't really, if you found something that's a good partner, as I say with productions, you don't go back to try and find another good partner, really, do you? It's like finding a good mechanic to fix your car. You don't like go and find another one because you've already found the good one. Not sure it should go in. Oh, yeah, you did it as well. Fantastic. Right, I would imagine by morning we'll probably have a shed load more. Fantastic. Brilliant. So, how are we doing on the? Oh, cracking on very nicely in those few minutes. That's nicely growing. Our big field of canola. So we're going. Yeah, I'm just also. I do think sugar beets. We do need sugar, so I think we're going to put sugar beet in this one. So because we've gone from cereal and we'll go to root. Yeah, I mean corn. No, corn just need the only similarity is they need ploughing. Animals. I think we did everything. Let's just check. Yeah, that we yeah. I knew it wasn't right. I think there's. We might have to start buying some grass now. Yeah, that's as close as it needs to be. Storage back up to 18 tons. Milk's 4 tons, but it is very late in the day, so therefore you'd expect that. That's good. And we've just done the wall. The water's good. Yeah, oh, that's all good. Let's go and say hello to the missus. And it's weird. This is one of the few places I always want to come home because Oxygen David has done such a good job. It's just such a nice feeling here. Right, let's just see if anything. Nope, it's all still not there. So 9 o'clock in the morning. And I think we'll leave it there because I think that's going to be quite a long session, really. Or a perfect session. Yeah, with the time lapse, it's going to reduce it a little, but we didn't do that much time lapse. Oh, my life. Broke 3 mil. Oh, I do like this. I do. It's amazing when you get a new mod. It is useful. It can do lorry job as well. So yeah, diesel, gear shift, automatic, wheel setup, tinted, driver side left, beacon. Yeah, front weight will go big. Yeah, it really keeps it stable. Born yes, and name none. That'll do me. Are we keeping it white? No, we can't keep it. I think we're going to go red chrome. Do quite a nice light red. Never. I think I've always kept it the Rumbler white. No, we're not. We're going to literally do that. But we do need to buy its body. Because without that, it's... Well, it can still do the trailer hitch thing, but it is true. Now, what is it under? Oh, I always forget. Oh, it's miscellaneous. I'm sure it is. I think it's quite close to the end. I'm not sure it is in this. It rings a bell. I nearly always have to go into the actual Rumbler section to actually find it because I can't. I'm sure it is in here. There we go. It is. I think we'll do the trucks one. Oh, yeah. To begin with, we'll just hitch that up down at the other end, and then I think next session we'll get it repaired as well. Now then, this I'm not sure which way it works. I think the dolly is at the back, the fifth wheel, should I say? It is. Right, let's get this repaired. And we might leave this up here because they well. Yeah, I mean, I've used this for like just doing the water sometimes. It's a very versatile thing. Other times I use it as a proper tractor. Because of course you can change that to a 3-point at the back. Or it can do... It's got everything, the electrics, the lot. It's got every kind of attachment that you'd possibly think. Yeah, both the normal and the standard. So it'll do anything, and if you put the 3 points on, it really is a 300 horsepower tractor. So for 24,000, I think I shall say yes, please. Right, so it's November. How did we do on our seeds and everything? Is there anything that we need to be concentrating on that's going green? Eggs. Eggs. We need to do eggs. Silage, we're not selling. Flowers going yellow, but we don't ever sell flour. Clothes, look at that. In May, and it's going to be a lot better than that. It is. That's going to be amazing. Solid fertilizer. That'll be ours, I think. Or is it? I'm not sure. And the wood chips are not ready yet. So they're white, so that's still terrible at the minute. Oh, I'm not sure on this. Whether we said, yeah, they're terrible, even at the best. We said we're going to do something with them. I know what we're going to do. I do, but we're going to need to get that sorted soon. We also need some straw too, and I've used it on Vlasic. Yeah, it was a brilliant mod. It is by... I'll show it. Yeah, I can't remember who the mod was at the minute. Yeah, but we will see this together, and it will remind me once more who the modder is, and then I won't forget. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this, my absolute favourite map of FS22, and that's why I thought I wanted to come back. One last little view of Calmsden before we move to FS25. Yeah, really, because it's yeah, you're losing it then, aren't you? Really, it is strange. It's like FS19 that when I had shut the door on the last episode, I never went back. No, it's sort of like you move forward, you don't go back, do you? Really? I mean, you have an option, I suppose, but no, I didn't. All right, so yes, all that remains to be said is goodbye for now.